Come back to the YouTube channel of Dynamics 365 Academy. Dynamics 365 Academy brings you video courses on Dynamics 365, Microsoft 365, Power Platform, and Azure. So in this particular video, we are going to talk about Microsoft Dynamics 365 Customer Engagement Application and all the 5 applications inside the suite. So we have applications such as Sales, Customer Service, Marketing, Field Service, and Project Operation within CE. And we'll explain about each of these applications in detail, and we can see how we can make use of it. So this is going to be a high-level introduction to each and every application within 365 CE. And if you want to learn more about each of this application, we have individual videos on each of these topics. Let's get started. So what is Dynamics 365? We know that Dynamics 365 is an enterprise application. With the help of that, we can perform 2 major activities in the enterprise business. First one is customer relationship or CRM, customer relationship management, and the second one is enterprise resource planning, that is ERP. So 365 combine both of this functionality under the same suite that is known as Dynamics 365. We know that, right? Now within Dynamics 365 CE, which is the CRM part of it, it used to be known as Dynamics CRM or MS CRM in the past. Microsoft introduced 365 CE back in 2016, and then they came up with 5 applications. The first one is Sales, Customer Service, Field Service, Marketing, and Project Service Operation. On the other hand, when it's come to the ERP side, under Dynamics 365, we have 2 applications. One is for enterprise businesses, which is known as 365 Finance and Operation or F&O. The other one is known as Dynamics 365 Business Central, which is for the small business. So we talk about Dynamics 365. We also understood what is Dynamics 365 CE. So with the help of CE, we can perform all the CRM activities, or I would say all the customer engagement activities end to end. We can streamline the sales operation. We can take care of the customer service operation. We can calculate the ROI using the marketing module and project operation. That is what we are going to talk about. So if you are seeing my screen, this is the main screen of 365 CE application. Here you can see that there are different applications here. From here I can select it. The first one is Sales, then Customer Service, Marketing. Then there are a couple of customized applications are there. And here I can connect with all other applications from Microsoft 365. As you are aware that Dynamics 365 provides seamless integration with other Microsoft applications such as Microsoft 365 or Office 365. And then we have Azure and pretty much everything from Microsoft 365. And there are 100 plus other third-party applications as well. So you can access all this application from here. You can go to the admin section from here. You can even go to the partner portal from this area. All that you can access on this 9 buttons, right? So you can have access to Outlook, Teams, Forms, Power Apps, and etc. Everything is here. I'm not going there now. And then we have the application selection over here. This is where I can select all the application from within 365 CE. So they have the default app here with the name 365 Custom. Then you have the Sales app. This is the Customer Service app, the Field Service. You can also access Dataverse. And then you have Field Service mobile app. Then we have Project Operation, Sales Hub, and we have a couple of custom applications are also there. So I'm going to select the first one, the default app. Inside that, I have the legacy applications are there, such as Sales, Customer Service, and Marketing. So let me select Sales. So when I'm selecting Sales, I'll be able to find all the entities here on the navigation, right? Starting from accounts, contact, leads, and etc. So with the help of 365 CE Sales application, we can streamline the sales operation, starting from acquiring the lead till the closure of the business. It also involves lead management, means lead qualification. Then we have opportunity management. Then we have, we also get insight into the sales operation within the application. So this is where we can access accounts and contacts. Then here we can access the leads. Leads are nothing but inquiries that you have captured inside your application. You can capture these leads from your mobile devices or browser, or you can even integrate your website with this 5C. That means you can even generate leads from your website as well. These are the leads, and these leads you can just qualify. You can see that The different information about the leads are here, and you can just qualify this lead. Once you qualify it, either from the business process flow like this, or by using the button, what you get is you get an opportunity created, and with the opportunity we can connect accounts and contact, and then you can just mention the estimated revenue and etc., and then you can close the opportunity. Or alternatively, you can create a quotation with a name code. You can link that with your opportunity, and then when the customer accepts your quotation, you can close the quotation as one, and then you can create a sales order from it, and from sales order you can even generate an invoice and send to the customer. So that is the complete sales process that we have, starting from the lead, that qualification of the lead into opportunities, and then creating a code and associating that with the opportunity, and then submitting the quotation to the customer, right? Closing the quote as one, and then generating the sales order from the quotation, and finally generating an invoice from the sales order. This is the complete process. Now, once you are into business, you can customize the sales process. You can remove one or two entities in between this, and then you can just have your customized sales process, or you can add more entities. For example, if you want to have a separate section or a stage for your qualification process, you can create a new stage for that, and you can even further extend your sales process within CE application. For that, you need a developer to do that. So these are the all entities within the sales process, starting with account, contact, leads, opportunities, competitor records, invoices, product, sale literature, and here you have marketing list as well, right? And also you have a couple of reports are here. With the help of that, you can get an insight into the sales operation, and even the management can take decision based on that. And also for each of these entities, you get views are there, which are nothing but list, right? We have list, and then also we have charts associated with them so that you can view them better, right? You can see that accounts in last 3 months, or you can see that account from a particular city. You can see that view on the right hand side and the corresponding chart on the left hand side, which you can access from here, right? So at a very high level, this is what sales application is all about. And when it comes to customer service, that is the second application, you can perform all your customer service operation for a single application, starting with the creation of ticket. Here we call it as cases. Once a case is created, you can assign that to a customer support agent or a queue or a team, and they'll work on it and then resolve it, right? So in a customer service scenario, once a ticket or a case is created, we have to provide a remedy to that, right? To provide a remedy, you can perform different activities for that. So if the customer support agent is aware of the remedy for that issue, they can provide that information to the customer, and they can go ahead and fix that issue, or they can give information to the customer about the what is the solution, or they can troubleshoot it for themselves, or they can even delegate that ticket to someone else. They can fix that. So what I'm trying to say is, like, what would be the type of customer service operation that you have, or whatever the scenario that you have, we can perform all that operation with the help of customer service application within CE. So we have accounts and contact here as well. Then you have cases. That is the most important record within the customer service application. You can see that every case has a title, a unique case number, the priority, the origin, the customer name, etc. And once a case is created, then it can be resolved, right? Or it can be routed to someone to a different team or a queue, or someone who is a person who is an expert in that domain, they can fix it. Or you can even convert that into a work order. Work orders are basically coming under field services, right? Here also you have a business process flow. You see that also you can work with the cases, and every case has a priority, right? Starting with P1, P2, P3. So as a developer, you can customize each of this. You can customize the entire form of case, or you can have more functionality added to this form. And then you have the queue. Then you have product, the list of all the product you can access from here. Then you have the services, pretty much everything you can access from here, right? So the operation within the customer service start with the creation of cases till the closure of that particular case. And also you have SLA, service level agreement, that you can perform over here. If you want to access SLAs and entitlement, you have to go to the advanced settings within the CRM application, I mean to say CE. And under service management setting, we can just access your entitlement as well as your SLA, service level agreement. We have to configure that as an admin. Once it is configured, then next time when you're closing a ticket, you can make use of your entitlement as well as your SLAs in that case. Now, the third application is known as marketing. So with the help of the marketing application, the marketers can perform targeted campaign. They can conduct campaign for the target audience. They can set up their marketing list of different type, dynamic as well as static, and they can also run ad hoc campaign. So the features available within the marketing module within 365 CE sales is very limited. You can create marketing list. We can conduct marketing campaign for the targeted audience for multiple marketing list, and then you can execute that. And you can also get an insight into the marketing campaign, also calculate the ROI and etc. by looking at the reports, views, and charts. So if you want to go for a full-fledged marketing campaign, then Microsoft has other product with the name Dynamics 365 Marketing, which is actually a product from Adobe Marketing Cloud, which is renamed and integrated into Dynamics 365 because there is a partnership between Adobe as well as Microsoft. So for the full-fledged automated marketing campaign, we have to utilize the Dynamics 365 Marketing application. Now this one is a marketing application within the Sales app. It might be a bit confusing, but it is a sub-module within the Sales app in customer engagement, right? So with the help of marketing, we can create marketing list. We can conduct marketing campaign, automate them, and then we can conduct your campaign, and then we can generate lead, and these leads can be passed down to your sales team. That is about the marketing application. So these are the three legacy applications within Dynamics 365 CE or Dynamics CRM or Dynamics CRM. Now there are two more applications are there. The first one is known as field services. The second one is project operation. The project operation used to be called as project service automation, which is related to project accounting and related stuff. So now if you want to access them, we just need to click here and go back there once more here to select the app, and then you have to scroll down and see field services. Now field service as well as the project operation navigation is slightly different from the other three. Why? Because these two modules are added later on to the Dynamics CRM application when Microsoft came to the Dynamics 365, right? So now if you look at here under field service, you can see the app is selected field service. The UI is slightly different, and then you can see here also I have sales, service, and resources, settings, and etc. I'll go to service part first. There you can see work orders, schedule board, bookings, resource requirement, and etc. Time entries, account and contacts, which are common here as well. Then cases and agreements, assess, etc. And finally here you have the settings as well, right? So this is where you can just set up the field service settings for work orders, booking, RTV, agreement, inventory, and etc. You can set up the users over here. This is the same set of users that you can find under the general advanced settings, which you can see here. And then you can set up the territories, the organization unit, tax codes, product, price list, and etc. over here under the field service setting, which can be accessed from here. So when you go to the service area, that is where you can see the main record type of the field service application, which is work orders. So work orders are kind of cases. So once say work order is created, it will be assigned to someone on the field. So field services is mainly intended for the field engineers on the field. Once a case is created or a work order is created, and if you want this case to be resolved by a field engineer going to the customer location at their home address or office address, that is known as field service. So normal customer service means someone call your help desk and then you provide the solution over phone or by fixing that remotely. But if it need a help at the client location, someone has to go to the client location physically and fix it. For that, we use the field service. So in some way, we can say that field services is an extension of your customer service operation. That is right. So with that information in mind, that's why we have the cases, and then you can convert that into work order. So work orders can be created in 2 or 3 ways. The first one is directly creating the work order from here. You can see that work order number, the service account, and the function location, status, substatus, and all that, right? And the second way is you can convert a case into work order. We have seen that while you are looking at the case record in customer service. The third one is you can also automatically generate work orders from an agreement as well. So this is what a work order look like with a uniquely created ID or unique ID, I would say, work order ID. Then you can see here also we have business process flow for it. And then you can see the work order number, what is the service account name, billing account name, the function location, what is the status, whether it's scheduled, unscheduled, in progress, completed, posted, cancelled, and etc. All that. And once the work order is created, it has to be scheduled. It has to be assigned to a field engineer who has this skill required to fix that issue, right? If you want to install some device at a client location, we have to send someone who is capable of doing that one, right? So on the schedule board, that is a place, that is where we can see the list of all your engineers or resources on the left-hand side, and then you can see what is their availability look like on a daily, monthly, hourly basis, and then we can assign them all these work orders, assign them all of this so that they can go ahead and fix it, right? Or once a work order is created, you can directly schedule that. You can directly assign that to someone just from here itself, right? And then there are so many other details associated with work orders, such as the product, the service, service task, the articles, location, etc. So we're talking about field services, work orders, and all other operations within field services in very detailed in other videos. Here I'm going to give a high-level overview of work orders and field service and etc. Right? So once you just create a work order, you can book that against a customer service agent, or I would say field engineer here in this case, by using the schedule board or by using the functionality called booking, right? So once a work order is scheduled to a resource or a person or a user, it is known as bookable resource, right? So we'll see that. So once it is booked, we'll have bookings against each of the work orders and against each of the users, which you can see from the schedule board, or you can separately see the bookings here. The resource name, when the work is starting and when it's going to end, when it's scheduled, basically, the duration, booking status, and all that information you can access from here. So that is the fourth type of application within customer engagement application. Now the fifth one, that is known as project operation. Like I already mentioned, project operation is the latest name for your project service automation. So this is one of the least used applications so far, the list of the 5 applications within CE. So project operation or project service automation is an application which is primarily used for project-based business. So it also starts with the sales, and then once the lead is closed for an inquiry, then it can be converted into a project. And once a project is created, then what we can do is we can just schedule that project for a couple of resources based on the requirement from the client. So these are the project record that we have. This one is called Dynamics 5 implementation project for this particular customer. This is the calendar template, the currency, the contracting unit, etc. And when it's estimated to start and when it's going to end, what is the total number of hours. And here on the next tab, we have the task associated with this particular project. There might be multiple tasks, depends upon the type of project. The team can be assigned over here. You can see the team and the resource assignments. You can see here as a report. I hope it will open up how the resources has been assigned to it. You can see that name of the resource, what type of task they do, like architectural design, development, what is their role, when they're going to start it, when they're going to end it, and what is the total number of hours, right? Here it is based on number of hours, the unit is an hour, and the entire project as per the resource allocation, it will take 1,589 hours, right? So you can get the estimate, you can track the project, whether we're going in the right direction or not. We can have even when you say build the customer based on the hours we spent. So all that things can be done from within the project operation over here. You can see on the left hand side of the navigation, we have the project entities or the project records, and we have the schedule board. That is where we can schedule the resources against the project, just like in field services. And then you can see the resource utilization, and then the roles of the users, the resource utilization over 0 over here. We have to configure it properly, and we can also find the contract workers, the vendors, subcontractors, all that you can just maintain over here. And then under this app, we have other sub modules such as resources, sales, settings. Under setting, we'll be able to set up details like the organizer unit, the transaction categories, the expense categories, invoice frequencies, and etc. All that you can set up. Technically speaking, you have to set up everything, or we have to configure everything in the setting first before you start using project operation as well as field services. And the settings are slightly different for these two apps other than the three native or legacy applications such as sales, customer service, and marketing, right? So this is where also you have sales module is there. That is where you can access leads, opportunity, quotation, etc., project contract. Now here the only difference is you will have a lead, you close that, you convert that into an opportunity, and once you close the quotation associated with the opportunity, what you're getting is a project, right? That's the difference. But if you're selling a product, the same lead, opportunity, everything pretty much the same. Only thing is, once you close the quotation, that means that you have to ship that product or list of product into the customer. Here, instead of that, we are going to give a service, which is nothing but a project implementation. That's what we have seen it. And then under transaction section, you can see things like approved time, approved expenses, journals, actuals, etc. All that you can see from here. Cool. So we explained about all the 5 applications within Dynamics 365 customer engagement, starting with the sales, that customer service, marketing, field service, as well as project service operation or project operation. All the 5 we have explained. So with the help of this application, we can take care of your sales activity or customer service, right? There's a lot of scope for automation over here. We didn't go to the customization part over here. We can customize the form. We can set up business rules or workflows. So you can perform a lot of automation over here. That's the job of the developers, definitely. Under our YouTube channel, we have a lot of videos on the customization part as well. So you can please do check out them. So yeah, so with the help of 365 CE, you can take care of your customer engagement activities end to end. You may not need to use all of this application if you don't need to, such as sales, customer service, marketing. Depends upon the operation or the way you deal with the customers, you can just implement the module. Even the licensing is also different. You don't need to purchase all of them together. You can purchase sales, customer service, marketing, or all the 5, which is also possible. But you can select what all the app that you need, can implement them, add the users, customize it with the help of developers and consultants, and then you can start use it. Hope this video is useful to you. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to